Okay, so we spent the last two parts of our deep dive really uncovering some, I don't know, I guess disturbing facts about distracted driving. We talked about those alarming statistics, the psychology of why we just can't seem to put our phones down. But you mentioned earlier that this is about more than just cars and traffic lights. What did you mean by that?
It is. What we're really talking about here is, I think, a fundamental shift in just how we interact with the world.
Yeah.
The world around us. It's everywhere. This isn't just a problem on the road.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's like we're constantly stimulated, and silence and stillness make us feel uneasy.
That's a good way to put it. And you see it everywhere, in all aspects of life. Like, picture a family dinner.
Okay.
Everyone's at the table, but no one's talking, right? Everyone's on their phones.
Oh, tell me about it. I've been there. I've been that person. But we think we're connecting, but really we're missing out on those actual genuine human interactions.
You are. And it's not just dinner. It's our work, our relationships, even our mental and physical health.
So let's talk about work for a minute. I mean, everyone checks social media or browses the internet while they're at work sometimes, right? How is that impacting our productivity?
It's not just browsing. There's studies that show that these distractions, they really reduce our productivity, and they actually increase our errors. We talked about multitasking before and how it doesn't really work.
Right.
So when you try to do multiple things at once, your attention is divided and you don't do anything well.
So it's like trying to write a report and answer emails and scroll through Instagram all at the same time. Something's got to give.
Exactly. And all that task switching, it's really tiring for your brain. So you end up feeling mentally exhausted, stressed, and you can't focus on the things that actually matter.
Yeah, your brain is running on fumes at that point.
Yeah. And all that stress and exhaustion, it comes home with you.
Oh, for sure.
And then it makes it harder to be present with your family and your friends.
Yeah.
You can't have those real conversations. It's harder to relax.
So we're not just sacrificing our productivity, but our relationships are suffering too.
They are. And it gets worse. We can't forget the impact on our physical health.
Oh, right.
All that screen time. Studies have linked it to sleep problems, eye strain, neck pain, even an increased risk of things like obesity and heart disease.
I never thought about it that way. I mean, I knew too much screen time wasn't great, but I didn't realize it could have such long-term consequences.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook because it happens gradually, right?
Right.
But it's a reminder that our mental health and physical health, they're connected.
When one suffers, the other one does too.
Exactly.
It's a vicious cycle. We get stressed, so we turn to our devices to escape. But then that just leads to more distraction and more stress and then more health problems.
It is. It's a trap that's easy to fall into.
Yeah.
But you can break free.
Okay, good. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
So how do we reclaim our attention and our time and just feel better? Like, how do we even start?
Well, the first step is awareness. Start noticing how you spend your time. How often are you reaching for your phone? How do you feel when you're constantly distracted?
So you have to admit there's a problem before you can fix it.
Exactly. And then set some boundaries. Create some tech-free zones in your home. Maybe designate specific times to check email and social media. And don't be afraid to completely disconnect sometimes.
Yeah, just turn off your phone, close your laptop, do something enjoyable.
Exactly. Go for a walk, read a book.
Yeah.
Talk to another human being, face to face.
Right. Those things sound nice.
They are.
Well, this has been a really eye-opening deep dive, I have to say. Distractions are a problem. They're everywhere, and they affect all of us.
They do. And we all need to take a step back, individually and as a society.
Yeah.
And think about how we're using technology. We need to be more mindful.
Right. We need to be more present. It's easy to forget that life is happening right now.
It is.
Well, that's the end of our deep dive into the world of distraction. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope it was insightful.
Yeah, I hope you learned something.
And I hope you're inspired to maybe make a few changes in your own life.
Definitely. Remember, you have the power to choose. Choose to be present. Choose connection over isolation.
Choose meaning. Live in the moment. Thanks for listening, everyone.